Okay, thanks. And now we have with us artist, writer, and performer Barbara Rosenthal, and she'll discuss how the search for perfection and identity appears in her work, from her Homo Futurist project to her documentary featuring Leah Gluck to her evidence of personality phrenology segments.
Hi. Yes, you can just put the phrenology pictures on first. And while that's going up, I just have to. My dead parents have a way of handing me things when I'm in the middle of doing something that are so apropos I can't believe it. And what my father handed me yesterday was a letter between him and Franz Boaz, which I had never seen in the years and years of living with my father or collecting like anything from him. So I happened to bring this. It was based on a very, this was the short answer by Franz Boaz and the longer letter by my father. This is a copy that, because it's not signed, so he must have kept this copy. It was a discussion at Columbia. My father had listened to someone discussing Boaz's work and saying that he defined races based on the shape of the head or the size of one particular thing. And my father, being summa cum laude and very well read, was pretty sure that Boaz never said any such thing. So he wrote him a letter and did in fact get the reply back. The statement made to you that I classify races on the basis of head index is all wrong. So if you want to see his signature of the letter, I thought I'd bring that. My interpretation of all of this is not as literal as Geraldine's, and is not as specific to this point, eugenics. Just what is specific to my work is the search for identity in all its forms, and the search for perfection, and the attempt to make everything perfect. And it occurred to me around 1986 that genetic engineering is what is going to happen on this planet big time. So I went in and with my almost zero money, I bought a little stock in Biogen and published not this book that I didn't publish till '86, Homo Futurist, but a blank book because I wanted to claim the title Homo Futurist. So I published an edition of 200 blank books with a gray cover that just said Homo Futurist, and that's why this book looks sort of like a book within a book. And I used my blank copy to get things from the newspaper and other places, and my journals, which I've kept since I was 11, and then it became a huge wall work with these particular images in them. These pieces that are on the wall here for this show were done a little bit after that. They are electrostatic prints, which is like Xerox is, and they were peripheral to the books and the videos and the other work I was doing, because I was looking for identity in all of its forms, and this didn't yield a portfolio or a large work. But one of the reasons I really loved the Haberspace Science and Art shows is that I always have something on one of the themes that have come up in the course of my experimenting through the scientific curiosity in creating my work. What I have here are two short videos, so you can see what I mean by it hitting me, this question of the individual, the identity, and perfection hitting me peripherally and not as an illustration of the concept. So you have news to fit the family there. All right, we're going to play that first, and then what? Wait, evidence of home history, daddy spider story, dog recognition, and wait. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, we can play daddy's spider story since we talked about my father anyway.
Sure.
This took place in a bomb shelter, or it talks about a bomb shelter. You're gonna play full frame, full size. Is it moving? Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Can we turn the light on?
Yeah.
hope we have sound.
I hope so too. Let's see. Should I sound?
Well, when he talks, we'll start with a little laugh.
Let's see.
So we didn't think to check for that later.
Yeah, let me double check the sound.
I can practically remember what he says if it doesn't work. Let's see.
Right?
We had an underground bomb shelter. When I was in an underground bomb shelter in Hilo, and my mother says, Hilo, Hawaii. Yeah. Then he repeats, Hilo, Hawaii. I was a radio operator. And in the shelter came a big spider. Do the spider thing. It seems to be slow, playing slow for some reason too. And it comes in, it's gonna do it. It is playing slow for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. My time is gonna be up. All right, I'll tell you what he says and then we can go on to the next one. And he goes around the screen and he comes in this way and he goes up the wall that way and he goes around the wall that way and over the wall that way and down the wall that way and out the door again. And you wouldn't want to feel like you'd kill it. You couldn't kill it. It must have a personality. You couldn't kill it. You wouldn't want to kill it. You wouldn't kill it.
That's you.
Yeah, that was me. That was 1976. I started in video in 76. I was
Alright.
teaching it. Okay, put the other one on. We need the sound here too, but I can do this also, but it's gonna be dog recognition. No, the Russian, English, Chinese, German version. All right. This is identity.
Mhm.
All right.
Hopefully we have video on the sound.
View full screen.
There we go.
You sure you have audio on?
I know, hopefully I'm not.
All right, here we go.
Check the audio.
All right, it's on. Don't do anything. Just leave this.
Check audio.
But it's.
Yeah, click on that.
Yeah, it is slow. I don't know what's going on.
on. Alarm should be on, but yeah.
It is slow.
I don't know why.
It's a snappy. It says dog recognition in English. In 3 seconds, dog recognition in Chinese. You know what you could do? You could slide the slider.
Okay. This thing?
As but just like let the first image go on
Yeah.
on screen and then see sort of. And then,
Oh.
God, interesting.
Yep.
I've seen it before. Okay. Okay, slide the slider a little. Keep sliding the slider. Keep sliding. I'm waiting for the Chinese and the Russian. This Chinese. By the time we get here, there's 4 soundtracks, and they're all me, and they actually are all me, and all dogs different. And the idea, of course, is that the dog can recognize all the other dogs, no matter what they look like. And dogs, as you know, look like all kinds of things, you know. But he knows that they're all the same as him, and he knows what isn't the same. And he knows it in all languages. You know, he knows which are the Chinese and which are. And anyway, that's what those 2 pieces meant. Sorry, I didn't see them too well. If I have any time left, I can read Wish for Amnesia is my newest book. It's about, or it focuses around the son of two teenagers who escaped transport to Auschwitz, who develops a messianic complex because he, as he rises through activism, is challenged not to just have the words, but you want to be a leader? Fine. What's your plan? How are we going to make it happen? So his name's Jack Rubin. He kind of starts at Columbia as an activist, and then goes on and on and on to develop computer simulations of hominids and decides that DNA is actually what rules the world and determines, this is an idea I actually had in the 80s, that all human behavior, every single bit of it, is ruled by the DNA that wants to replicate and everything we do and every decision we make. So he's trying to formulate the best DNA possible, which he finally comes to the conclusion is impossible with the hominids on this planet, and then gets into intergalactic SETI kind of search for extraterrestrial life. He developed the DNA, and he achieves the position of Secretary General of the UN. So it can actually, it's a satire, of course, but the idea that we cannot in any way become perfect, peaceful is in the book. Okay.